Hi there, I'm Rebecca, and this is a yoga workout class with the Rebel Rec Center On Demand YouTube channel. Today we'll be going through a floor exercise, which has been my vibe lately. So if you're feeling like you want to give a little bit of effort, but maybe not too much, or standing or going through a whole flow sounds like a lot, this is for you. That's where I've been at, and that's why I'm here teaching a class like this, because this is where I feel most comfortable at lately. So if that's you, you're in the right place. For today, the equipment that you'll need is a mat for the ground, and make sure you have plenty of space to move arms and legs about. If you'd like, we will be doing some plank and wrist movement today. You have some options that I'll show you. You can do hands on the ground for your plank with fingertips pointed forward. One of the ways that I like to do it is with my thumb pointed forward. That gives my shoulders a little bit more of a rotation that feels comfortable for them. So that's an option too. You can also use weights if you have weights handy, so that when you go into a plank, you're making that fist and you're not having your hands flat on the floor, which can be part of the discomfort sometimes. So if that helps you, you can do that. You can also use yoga blocks. So if that helps, or books or anything else that has an edge where you can put your palms on the yoga block and then wrap your fingers around, that might help alleviate some of the wrist pain. And then the last option, if you don't have any of those things, you can use a towel. You can wad up a big towel across if you'd like, whatever elevation you need, but you can put your palm right here on the towel. That way it gives your hand just a little bit of a curl so that you're not so flat on the floor. So try any of those options if you need that. Okay, once you've got your equipment, maybe your water close by, just find a comfortable seat on your mat. If you can go cross-legged, great. Maybe use a bolster or pillow underneath your hips if your hips feel really tight or if your knees can't relax. Sit up nice and tall with the hips lifted and just pull the shoulders back. Close your eyes and start to scan your body from head all the way down to your toes. Make it slow. And just arrive fully in your body, feeling all the senses, hearing the noises around you, feeling the floor beneath you, noticing places of discomfort. You're starting to enter and cultivate that inner world, this world that you carry around with you wherever you go. But as we go through the day, if we're more in our head, more thinking, more interacting with people, a lot of times we're not tuned into that inner world. So take that opportunity today to tune in, to move and breathe while you're in that inner world. Close your eyes wherever you feel like you'd like to tune in a little bit more, as you feel safe to do so. But I encourage you to continue to listen to that inner space. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. Good, inhale, shrug up into your ears. Open mouth, exhale, let your shoulders drop. Biggest breath of your day, one more like that. Breathe in, lift up, shrug up, long spine. Exhale, relax, drop the shoulders. Good, loosen up your spine. Just relax and take 2 more slow breaths on your own. Now, option to keep your eyes closed here, or just gently open them. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. On your exhale, take your right hand to the mat and your left hand arches up and over for a side bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up and over. Inhale to center, good. Exhale, left hand down, rather right hand down. Inhale to center, exhale, right hand down. Good, we're just going back and forth 2 more times on each side. Inhale, center, exhale, arch. Center and arch. 1 more on each. Inhale to center, exhale, arch it over. Inhale, center, exhale, arch it over. Good, inhale back to center, exhale, seated twist. Turn to your right and take your left hand to your right knee and right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center, reach the hands up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Right hand down to left knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. 2 more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center, last one. Exhale and twist. Good, inhale, come back to center. Maybe you soften your eyes open. And on your exhale, take it to tabletop. Utilize any props that you need to for your wrist comfort. From here, stuck your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked for your comfort, however you'd like to be. Inhale, cow pose. Let the belly drop. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Take another breath. And exhale, cat pose. Tuck your tailbone down. Squeeze your navel up. Press the mat away and tuck your chin down. One more breath. Good, now breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose, arch. Exhale, cat, curl. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to flow, breath to movement, finding your own pace on this one. Take one more flow of breath. Then inhale, return to a neutral tabletop. On your exhale, we're taking it to a plank. I know it's early. We're just holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. And sit on your heels, give your arms a quick break. All right, so we're gonna do a quick arm and plank circuit. You can do any of these in the tabletop position. You can also do any of these in the plank position. The first movement that we'll do is a scapular retraction. So elbows will stay straight. You'll squeeze the shoulder blades together and push it apart. So it's really like a mini chest movement where the shoulders are moving, but the rest of the arms and the body is not. So it's not an arch of the back like a cat-cow. Everything else will stay stable. So let's try it first in the tabletop position. So take your hands to the floor, to your props. Get your tabletop set up. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together. Like your heart or your sternum is dipping down towards the floor, but the elbows are straight, and then press it up. Squeeze, press. Notice it's not an arch and a curl. Spine stays straight, squeeze, press, squeeze, press. Good. The second move that we'll do is a shoulder tap. So when you do a shoulder tap, you can always take your feet or your knees wide and your hands a little bit more narrow. The goal is to avoid any shifting in the torso. A lot of times we twist side to side, so you want to keep everything still as you shoulder tap. So give it a quick try while you're here in tabletop. Okay. So opposite hand to opposite shoulder. And the key part is when you're switching weight from one hand to the other, that you're not letting things shift as you're doing so. Okay, quick break. So now we're gonna do 2 rounds. You can start the first round in tabletop, or you can head right into plank. Second round, if you'd like, ease your way into plank, or just go right for it. All right, so from here, use your props if you need to. Find your tabletop or your plank position. In your plank position, we'll start with shoulder, or in either position, we'll start with scapular push-ups. Good, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick break or adjustment. You can take your feet wide, hands narrow. Good, find that stability and shoulder tap, tap. Good. Keep breathing. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick break. And then second round of plank. All right, so hands to the floor. You can also go to forearms if you'd like. Find your variation. Step back and plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. A little bit longer of a break here, and then we'll do round 2. So that was round 1. If you were on your knees, this might be your time to bump it up. And if you'd like, a challenge here would be to keep the feet more narrow and maybe hands more wide, especially when you're doing the shoulder taps. That will challenge your core a little bit more. But it's all about your wrist, what they can handle, and your core strength. All right. Second round. Plank if you can. Okay, so starting with scapular retraction. So in your plank, squeeze and press. Squeeze, press. Good. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Quick break. Shoulder taps are next. Find your appropriate width of hands and feet for a good challenge. Here we go, plank and tap, tap. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, that one got me. All right, shake out the arms. We've got a plank next. This plank we're going on forearms. And you'll see why when we get there. All right, so get your forearms on the mat. Take your feet back, ready, and plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it here, 2, and 1. Hip dips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to your knees. Good. Shake it out. I have one more plank variation for us. So feel free to grab some water. Give the arms a quick rest. And then we've got one more plank variation. Okay. All right, so single leg planks. What this really helps do is to strengthen up your inner thighs and your low abdomen. So you can see like single-sided weaknesses you might have. So one side might feel really difficult and the other side might feel really strong. That's normal. So if you feel that, that's okay. All right, so we're gonna do 3 sets on each leg at the same time. Only 5 seconds for each one. So forearms or palms. Use your props if you need to. Ready? And plank. Left leg lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch feet, right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one each. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Okay. Shake that out. Whew. All right. So come down to a seat on your mat. From here, legs extend out in front of you. If you need to, prop up your glutes. If the knees are tight, hamstrings are tight, if you sit up on a towel or a block, it makes it just a tiny bit easier. All right. Just for an example. Okay, so now we're doing single leg lifts. From here, easiest variation is to lean back. Start with your right leg, lift and lower. pointed toe. Notice I'm not bending the knee to lift like a bicycle. Straight leg, lift, lower. Good. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. And other leg. Lean back, straight leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake it out. Now, can you sit up a little taller? This is a little more challenging. Hands can stay behind you, but try to sit up taller. Straight leg, right leg. Lift, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel it shaking. All right, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. Now a challenge, if you can, either leaning back or sitting up tall, or if you'd like, the harder variation is to lean forward and to try to do it with hands in front while lifting. Ooh, that's feeling real weak for me today. I think I did squats over the weekend and I'm feeling it. So that's one challenge, is to bring it forward, do one leg at a time. If you can, the next challenge would either be hands by your side or hands behind you. Try to do a double leg lift. So give it a try, either behind you. You can bring hands by your hips, or even try to bring it forward. So you get in that, what we call it a hollow position, where your low back is rounded, and you squeeze in your core, and you lift. Yeah, just a couple more if you can. And then when you're all done, let's go ahead and take it on to your back. So, on the back, we'll start with left arm, right leg. We'll just go with a lift right now. So right arm, left leg, just lift to the center. Extend, lift. Good. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now switch, other side. 1, 2, you got this. 3, exhale to center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we go bicycles, right to left. So find the reverse tabletop first. Press your low back to the mat. Take the hands behind your ears, breathe in. Exhale, twist, left elbow, right knee, center, and other side. Alternate. Take it slow at first. Feel that muscle burn. Press your low back to the mat. Really firm. Then if you'd like a little more cardio, speed it up. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch, breathe in. Reach up, point your toes. Stay for the exhale. Take another breath in, and exhale, release. All right, for this one, last one, take the legs up the wall, squeeze the legs together, hands behind your ears. From here, crunch, lower legs to center. Lift, lower, legs, center. Lift, lower, legs, center. Stay right here. Or if you'd like, you can lift and lower together. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down, breathe in. Open mouth, breath out. Good, roll over to your abdomen, and we'll do a little Sphinx back bend. So on your forearms, legs long, untuck your toes, Press the elbows underneath your shoulders. Lift your chin, shoulders back. If you'd like more, take your hands out to an angle and extend. Good. Slow breaths. And lower back down, reverse Savasana. Take your right ear to the mat, arms by your side. Good. Take a big breath. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Big breath. Let it go. 2 more on your own. Take your chin back to center. We have one more core movement, which is our low back and side oblique. So inhale, lift to Superman. Lift the chest, arms at 90 degrees or just bent by your side, and lift your legs. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Good. Exhale. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes down with just the chest. Take the hands by your side and tap, 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 tap. 8, 7, 6. Can you lift up a little more? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse Savasana. Back to center. Relax your arms. Turn your left ear to the mat. Big breath in. Open mouth, breath out. Good. Just relax there with the ear to the mat. Another big breath in. Open mouth, breath out. 2 more slow breaths on your own. Gently rotate your chin back to center. Press your hands under your shoulders. And gently, slowly push your way to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open wide. Sit your belly between your thighs and then lower your forehead down. Good. This is actually a spinal flexion movement, so it's a nice recovery after doing those Superman movements. 2 more breaths here. Then walk your hands towards your knees, come back up to tall spine, and make your way onto your back once again. Whichever way you face on your mat doesn't matter today. You're just moving all around. All right. From here, cross your right ankle over your left and hug your left leg to your chest. You can use your right elbow, which you just feel that stretch on your outer right leg or hip. From here, keep the cross in your legs. Lower the left foot down and take the knee, right knee over the left knee as much as you can, comfortably, and then we'll tilt the knees to the left. So this gives you a little more torque in your hips, so you'll feel a little bit deeper of a stretch if that's where if you're ready for that. If this feels too intense, you can always just uncross your legs and do a supine easy twist. Once you settle in, take a big breath. Open mouth, let it go. 2 slow breaths on your own. Gently bring it back to center and uncross the knees. Settle your feet down and then switch to the other side. Left ankle over your right leg. Hug your right leg in. Good. Find that relax in your shoulders and neck. Take a big breath. And open mouth, release. 2 more breaths here on your own. Very nice. Lower the right foot down. Take the left knee more fully over the right knee and supine twist with cross knees. Good. Once you get settled, arms open wide, take a big breath in. Open mouth, breath out. How slow can you make these next 2 breaths? Really enjoy this moment of being in your body and in that inner world. As you're ready, gently, slowly back to center. And then uncross the knees, hug both knees into your chest, preparing for Savasana with ball pose. Tuck your forehead towards your knees, wrap your forearms around your shins. Take a big breath. Hold, squeeze. Exhale, release to Savasana. Take up space on the floor. Open arms, legs out wide. Shimmy your shoulder blades under your chest. Keep your heart lifted and your throat open. Let your toes flop open. And once you're relaxed, close your eyes. Tune in again into that inner world with your eyes closed and that focus now inward once again. Feeling the difference now compared to before you started moving. Notice that calmness and stillness that you get with that movement and that breath work. Notice the changes that come up for you from movement. In the beginning of your practice, when it feels difficult to get started, this is the moment you think about that inner world and the adjustments that are made from moving, from breathing, from maybe sweating a little. It may be challenging, it may be difficult to start, but there's that feeling at the end that you work for, and that's your reason why you do it. Hold that inner world, that inner place in your heart, and we'll stay here for 2 more minutes in stillness and in silence. I will be here to guide you out, so feel safe in letting your mind drift and wander if it needs to. Gently start to bring your mind back to your body. Reawaken with a deeper breath and gentle movements in your outer limbs. Making slow rotations and slow reawakenings. Maybe shift your chin side to side or sway your toes from one side to the other. Take an inhale for a full body stretch. Reach your fingertips and your toe tips in opposite directions. And on your exhale, tuck your knees to your chest and roll to either side. Hold the fetal pose with your knees tucked in, curling into a ball. And then as you feel ready, make your way up to an easy seat. And as you arrive in your seat, sit up tall, make any adjustments you may need. Take your palms down to ground or palms up to receive, wherever your heart calls. Find that physical movement or that physical position that mirrors your inner state, your inner world. end on a positive note with that connection, maybe feeling a sense of gratitude or achievement, holding on to that praise and that joy, giving that to yourself. And then place your hands together at your heart, hold that feeling into your heart, and take a big breath in. Open mouth, cleanse out. Thank you for joining me on your mats today. Namaste. I feel truly honored by the experience of being able to teach yoga and to continue to teach for the Rebel Rec Center. I had such a great in-person experience at the gym, and I'm really glad to be here in an on-demand setting. I know that on-demand is usually not the preferred primary way of working out. So if you're here and you're watching this, I thank you so much for using this as a tool to continue to move in spaces that you need to, where maybe the primary preference isn't there. Where I'm at in northern Nevada today, it's also raining. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it feels really great to be outdoors and connected to the nature and the earth outside. So if you do have the chance to do on demand, I think that's a great option, is to be able to work out outside or just closer to nature, if you can. It's very grounding. So that's it. Thank you for showing up this week. Again, my name is Rebecca. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again next time. All right, see ya.